Damien Wright here, Right Fight Concepts, New Egypt, New Jersey, talking about why we do martial arts, inspired by a previous post by James O'Connor. Hi, James. He was talking about why we do martial arts in regards to fortifying ourselves to help other people, to be able to improve the world, and that is absolutely true. My thoughts on it as well, to add to that, are for self-expression. You know, we talk often how martial arts is for self-defense, but I really feel that the reason why there are so many martial arts, that it is meant for self-expression and cultural expression as well, because if you look at various cultures that have developed different martial styles throughout history, then you see the individual martial arts develop their own cultures and subcultures. There really is a social expression there as well. But ultimately, all of that expression is meant to demonstrate what we find about ourselves. And that brings to mind something that my old sensei, Grandmaster Wayne Ford, late great Papa-san, used to say: before you can learn to know yourself, you must first learn to know the self you are defending. So a lot of what we do in martial arts is confront the various aspects of ourselves that we may be unaware of or not as familiar with as we believe. For instance, the part of our brain that says, I want to stop. When you're doing push-ups, sit-ups, when you do any exercise you're doing and your brain tells you want to stop, you make little cheat steps. You put your butt up in the air, you put your knees on the ground, or you do little things that shorten the duration, that shorten the tension, that do various things that give you a shortcut. And it's natural. We all do it. But those are also important points that we need to meet about ourselves. When are we inclined to do those things? When do we meet those points of resistance where our psyche tries to convince us that there is an easier way that doesn't get as much results? And oftentimes we will fool ourselves. And when we fail to fool ourselves, or more appropriately, when we succeed in getting past that obstacle, that's when we've really begun to meet ourselves. In fact, Danny Stinson, a very dear friend of mine, one of our most recent black belts, Sensei Danny, he actually said that during his black belt test. Someone asked him how he felt. He said, I feel like I'm meeting myself, which I felt was very poignant. So ultimately, to express oneself, one must first seek to understand the complexity that oneself can be. And sometimes that changes, sometimes that evolves. It evolves with exposure to new stimuli. It evolves with age. You know, the more you age, the less you're capable of physically, so you have to make different choices based on what you can and can't do. So all of this then is expressed in the art, expressed in your practice, and who you are becomes more evident. And ultimately, it's who you are that is able to reach out into the world and help other people. It's who you are that is meant to reach out and use the talents that you have to create a better world, to be the hero that might be needed in that given circumstance. And that hero might be someone who drags someone out of a car wreck and staunches a wound to save their life. That hero might be someone who talks someone out of doing something that they would regret. That hero might be somebody who just makes somebody feel better about their day. Any of those things are us reaching out and using our expression to better the world. And that's really what martial arts is all about, to me, is about finding oneself and in that journey, reaching out into the world through self-expression to make that world a better place. And honestly, a more receptive place for that level of expression. And on it goes. So what are your thoughts on why you do martial arts? Please comment below if you can. And I look forward to seeing any of those comments. Have a wonderful day and please be safe. Happy training, guys.